What is up, everyone on the world of YouTube? I hope you guys are having a beautiful and amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my recorded Zoom, and tonight, well, for those of you just finding me, my name is Jean Collins, and I really just love to educate on ingredients and health and wellness, right? Getting rid of those ingredients because in 1976, over 65,000 were grandfathered in, and many of them are still on our shelves and they are affecting us in a negative way. Think of all the hormonal issues people have. A lot of them are endocrine disruptors. So it's disrupting our endocrine system. It's not good. So I educate on that. Tonight, though, my focus is going to be more on supplements and the difference with the Young Living supplements and why I use them versus other supplements as well. And just supplementing in general, because it's really important these days because our food is depleted in the soil. There's also the GMOs, and those GMOs, I really hope you are buying organic and you're not buying GMO food. But then again, like when you're going out to a restaurant, even if it is a high end, you don't know what they're buying, right? Unless you know that it's a farm to table or an organic restaurant, which um, sometimes it's just unavoidable because you're in a different state or you're traveling and you're enjoying life, and that's just what it is. So, um, a little bit more about me and my background. I got started with essential oils first, specifically Young Living, because of our beautiful seed to sale process. We have over 15 farms internationally, but also like I had a lot of sinus issues. I was sick all the time. And that's why I also talk about the importance of looking at your ingredients. Plus, I eventually developed, um, I did also eventually develop asthma, but then I had what I call pizza face acne. And it's very interesting. I'm just flipping through our Seed to Steel book. It's a beautiful thing. You can also click the link below after my video and check out the different farms and really get to know about the farms. So this is our farms. We have over 15 farms internationally, and that's why I love Young Living. Back to my story with having some sinus issues, flu, bronchitis, pneumonia, repeat, like constantly being sick, and then developing that acne. And literally after my mom found specifically Young Living, and that's why we use also Young Living specifically, is she noticed the difference when my little brother was having night terrors. Javier was huddled up in the corner freaking out. I think this was maybe his second or third, or maybe even if it was his first. Either way, she used the Young Living specifically. She had that intuition and grabbed those ones. And within about 30 minutes, he was completely back to sleep and he slept for 8 hours. See, at that time, he was only taking 1 to 2 hour naps. He later got diagnosed with autism, and it was just such an interesting thing to realize, right? Once she found out about the farms. So that's why we use Young Living. We went to a convention, we learned about toxic awareness, and now we're on to supplements because your gut health and your supplements are really important. Because of, and a few things that I do every day, right? Study my mindset, taking my supplements, using essential oils. So, if you are like new to essential oils, with Young Living and the quality with Young Living, which I just mentioned with the seed to seal process, we have our Vitality line, which is all about being able to take a drop. This is lemon, putting it in a thing of water. Okay, that's 2 drops. That's fine, especially once I fill this up. There'll be plenty. This is a really big glass. And actually, probably in that glass, I would have probably put 3 or 4. But I'm used to essential oils. My body has been detoxed. I don't use any toxic products anymore. And it's just such a great thing. And that is why I educate and I teach on it, because I've had such an amazing experience. Because I used to get sick, I was just used to my head hurting all the time. I just thought it was normal. Like, this is my life. This is what I'm gonna do. And it is what it is, right? But then Young Living came into my life, and literally amazing things started happening. Now, I also, with supplements and then learning over time, I've learned a lot about gut health. And the reason why I had a lot of skin issues is because my digestive system wasn't working properly, as well as like there's certain points on your face, like the chin area is a lot of hormonal stuff. So that means you really need to be supporting your hormones. Like so Endoflex or anything with Endo in Young Living, we have a few different products, stands for endocrine, right? So really looking into that. Now, I also, with essential oils, you can diffuse them, right? You can also literally take, actually, I'm gonna grab my vanilla. You can also take essential oils and put a drop on, right? And vanilla is a little thicker, so it takes, but I like to make sure it drops out, right? It drops out of the bottle, so it's also one full drop, it's really supporting your body because essential oils work on a cellular level. And that is the cool thing with Young Living supplements, is because all of our supplements have essential oils in them. And that is just truly amazing. Well, there is one that doesn't, but either way, the reason why they have the Young Living supplements in them is because they help the nutrients absorb better. So if you're already taking a vitamin C or a vitamin D, I highly recommend you probably finish the bottle, right? I get it, and upgrade to Young Living. It's just so awesome because there's also the quality difference. Like you don't know. I mean, with Young Living, it's the whole seed to seal, science, sourcing, and standards. Other companies, there's a lot of people that are trying to take shortcuts and just do things. And when you look into that research, ooh, you might want to have some stress away or peace and calming so you remain calm. Or you might get really angry and like I kind of do sometimes. And you start educating on toxic-free products and health and wellness with Young Living specifically because we have such quality commitment. Now, one of my friends or a friend in Young Living, she had a huge success with, first she cleansed her gut, right? And that really helped her body. Then though, between all of the adrenal fatigue, she realized the importance of supplements. And it is so important. So also I exercise and I do my gratitude every single day because it's so important. So I want to actually give you some facts on encouraging everyone to do at least a 30-minute workout every day. Because let's face it, we want to make sure our mind, right, our brain health is good. With a 30-minute brisk walk every day, that is going to support your brain health. So if you're worried or if you have a brain issue, hereditary in your family, start doing at least 30 minutes of a brisk walk every day. Now, also walking will improve your mood. Research shows regular walking modifies your nervous system so much that you experience a decrease in anger and hostility. Movement helps you lose weight. With a 10,000 step goal, it can help you increase your body's insulin and reduce belly fat. So the insulin response increases and your belly fat is reduced. Walking reduces your risk of chronic diseases. So for stroke, it's down by 40%. It's 30% down for a heart disease and 75% for some cancers. So these are the risks, right? It's so awesome. It also lowers your blood sugar levels and overall risk for diabetes. It's pretty cool. It can delay on any onset varicose veins, which, hey, I like my skin looking amazing, right? And all of that. It can it improves digestion and bowel function. And walking can alleviate joint pain. So a study in the Journal of American Gerontics Society showed that adults between ages 70 and 90 who left the house, were physically active, lived longer than those who didn't. And you'll also sleep better at night. Who doesn't want better sleep? Man, better sleep is like woohoo. Now, supplements. Supplements is the other thing, right, that I do every day. And I'll get into some of the supplements. But it's so interesting because sometimes people are like, oh, well, I eat really healthy food and I get all of my nutrients from food. Even with eating organic today, you guys, the way the system is developed, you still need a supplement. You really do. I promise you. I still supplement, and I even have my own greenhouse and my own garden. Now, I obviously am only doing that seasonally, at least right now. There are plans to do it year round, but either way, moving on. So, like I want to make sure that my body is amazing and works properly. Plus, with enzymes, this is essential zyme. Enzymes, as we age, we do not produce them as much. Because of the American diet, a lot of us have probably stolen, literally I'm using the word stolen because our enzyme saving account does not get replenished, hence the importance of enzymes in general. But it was stolen by us just eating crappy food as a kid. I am still like my mom was very health oriented, but then she got remarried and there was a stint of, and then not only that, like kids, cake, things, things of that nature. Either way, a lot of kids though do eat way too much sugar, and then they're robbing themselves of enzymes, which is not good. So we really want to make sure that we are supplementing because we cannot get them just from our food anymore. So again, our food is being damaged by the soil depleted, as well as pesticides and herbicides and fertilizers. Are just no. And then scientists are breeding varieties of crops to grow faster and resist bugs. And also with that, they're not absorbing as much nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. And then genetically modified seeds. That's not cool. Our corn is almost 80% GMO corn. That sucks. So, and then also think of corn syrup, which I use. Speaking of ingredients, that's one reading the labels I do my best to avoid because we really don't know the effects of the corn syrup. So, Akashi Study Institute analysis of nutrient data from 1975 to 1977, or I'm sorry, 1975 to 1997, which is 22 years, found an average calcium levels in 12 fresh vegetables dropped 27%, iron levels dropped 30%, and vitamin C dropped another 30%. Potassium lost 14%, and you would have to eat 8 oranges today to get the same amount of vitamin A that your grandparents got. That data is from reportable, reputable journal, Scientists of America. It's kind of crazy, you guys. Basically, that's where it's at. So, Gary Young, in the first edition of the Essential Oil Desk Reference, said the key to preserving therapeutic grade oil is to preserve as many of the delicate aromatic compounds as possible. Fragile aromatic compounds are easily destroyed by high temperatures and pressure, as well as contact with chemical reactive metals such as copper or aluminum. That is why our oils are distilled in stainless steel cooking chambers at low pressure and low temperatures. The plant material can grow on virgin land free of pesticides, herbicides, and other chemicals. So that's where we grow ours, right? These essential oils during distillation produced, no matter how costly pure essential oils may be, there are no substitutes, right? We just need to make sure that we aren't using those toxic products. So oils are again also in the Young Living supplements. So knowing where they are sourced and how they are grown is critical to understand why Young Living supplements are different than the supplements in the store, because we know where it's come from, yo. So it also has our seed to sale process that guarantee that quality commitment. So when plants are containing fewer nutrients, the animals that eat them are also malnutrition as well. So we have to be really aware of our meat too. For those of you who eat meat, I don't. So it's just such a beautiful thing to really make sure that we are supporting our supplements. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. I had a call coming in. So the beauty of doing things live, even though my phone is on silence or I thought it was on do not disturb. But either way, where was I? Supplements. Water is depleted of minerals because of the plants and modern production methods. Then there are town filtration systems to factor in. Many of them remove important minerals like magnesium, which is essential for 300 biochemical reactions in the body. In addition to that, they use chlorine and fluoride to sanitize the public drinking water. Both of these wreak havoc on our gut and your hormones and damage the enamel of your teeth. 30 Canadian municipalities have banned fluoride in the water, including Waterloo and Calgary. Only 4 European countries back fluoride on a national scale. Germany, the Netherlands, and Sweden have purposefully discontinued it for its safety. So really, water is another thing, and watering the plants, it's just not good. There's a whole thing, right? So that's why another reason why we should supplement, and also why I choose Young Living is going back to that seed to seal process, right? So really my goal is really to help you feel amazing every day. Literally, because I used to get sick all the time and it sucks. So with breaking that down, there's really like 4 areas that I would suggest utilizing. There are going to be some other products that I talk about as well. One of them is antioxidants. And if you have seen me before, you know that I talk about Ningxia. Ningxia is packed full of antioxidants. It also has minerals and vitamins. I love to talk about Ningxia as literally being a whole food antioxidant juice that helps all of your organs work synergistically together. It's great for your heart health, your blood health, or well, heart health, blood health, your eye health, right? Ningxia is amazing. It has some great nutrients and it helps us absorb. So highly recommend it. Oh, you'll also notice that there is like a difference at the bottom to at the top, right? You have to, I'm gonna make sure before I shake it. You have to shake it. It's a puree. So it's getting all of the vitamins and minerals from the wolfberry. So this is a juice, right? And this is also a supplement and it tastes amazing. Everyone should get Ningxia, like seriously, antioxidants. So why antioxidants? Antioxidants fight free radicals that wreak havoc in the body. So Ningxia wipes the cell doors clean so the cells can receive the right information, and also it has every amino acid you need in the span of 24 hours. So huge, right? So huge. Now, probiotics. Probiotics is the next thing. Life 9 is an amazing probiotic. We also have the KidSense Mighty Bites. Or no, I'm sorry, we do have the KidSense Mighty. KidSense Mighty Pro. The Mighty Pro is another probiotic, and it has a prebiotic too. And I have some beautiful members on here that love the KidSense. It tastes amazing, you guys. You'd be like, what? It almost tastes like a pixie stick, but this is a prebiotic and a probiotic. Yes, you should highly order it. Also, before I go any further, I do want to suggest for people that are like, you're starting out your health journey. I'm talking about supplements that I highly recommend for people who've already cleansed the gut. So if you're watching this, all of my contact info is below. Let's have a conversation to really make sure that you have cleansed your gut so that these supplements absorb better. Because if you have been eating crappy for the last X amount of years, we really want to get your gut cleansed first. Ningxia Red does have an element of that, but there is other products as well. Omegas. So keeping everything oiled and working well. It's the grease for your body. It helps everything communicate. Omegas are so huge. Enzymes, I kind of mentioned this earlier. Enzymes is about breaking down what you're eating so your body can pull the most out of it. If a piece of food goes through your gut without being broken down, you're not getting any nutrients. So I'm going to say that again. If a piece of food goes through your gut without being broken down, you're not getting any nutrients. So enzymes are really important. So there's a few different enzymes, but basically enzymes do a lot of things. And I'm going to do a class in the future to talk more about enzymes and go over Young Living's different enzymes so you guys know the options. This is Essential Zyme. So that's the one that I currently have. It's also in a few of the cleansing protocols. So there's Essential Zyme. There's also Essential Zyme 4 that contains about a half a dozen of enzymes and a number of essential oils. The oils are cumin, ginger, rosemary, lemongrass, peppermint, tarragon, clove, and fennel. It also contains pancreasine, which is it has lipizine, prosine, and amylase. So it helps supports the breakdown of fats, proteins, and starch. So it's helping you break down fats, proteins, and starch, y'all. Super huge. Triclosan is also inside, and that's amino acid that helps convert carbohydrates into energy. Peppermint, fennel, and tarragon promote healthy intestinal function and provide gastrointestinal comfort. So you can take them before you go to bed or follow the bottle. Omega Dries. We have Omega Dries 3. Omega Dries 3 is super awesome. It is a good source of fatty acids. I'm sorry, fatty. Apparently I'm getting a little fighty tonight, you guys. I have no idea. Fatty acids. So omega-6 and 3s play critical roles in our body, including growth. They also help with brain function, skin health, hair growth, and metabolism. Again, metabolism. Your gut health is so important, you guys. Please take your gut health seriously. So they omega dries help support joint health and eye health. So the fish oil in omega dries is harvested from cold water fish. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher some of these fish names. Anchovy, mackerel, and then sardines, which a higher number, they have higher omegas in them. So really, you don't have to eat anchovies. You're just taking your omega dries. There's no anchovy challenge. Just take some omega dries. I think actually that reminds me. Oh, I'm gonna have to look for that picture. I hope I can find it. There's a picture of like 60 cans of sardines or something. You would have to eat 60 cans of sardines to get the quality amount in like what, 1 pill or 2 pills, or either way. No, thank you. I'm a vegetarian anyways, but I don't know. Fish always looks, for me personally. Some of you might be like, oh my god, I love fish. So omega, our essential oils in here are geranium, chamomile, so that's an omega dries, which supports the body's natural response to irritation and injury. Clove for immune support. Spearmint, which can help relieve digestive symptoms. And the importance of omega dries is to help communication. It helps support the muscle lining of your organs. While everything is greased up, it talks to itself better. So it's really just helping your body communicate, which it needs, right? So it's also helping your neurons and electricity in your body work well when you're all greased up. It's perfect. So I love omega 3s. You should take omega 3s. It's super important for your body. Now, I did mention antioxidants before. Here, I'll show you guys. And I realized I wanted to mention longevity. So longevity is also on longevity vitality is another great way to get your antioxidants. Now, I still take Ningxia Red, and I do along 8 to 10 drops of longevity in a capsule. It's also really good with your skin. A lot of women have, this was before Inner Beauty Collagen, which is what I'm going to mention next. Yeah, but longevity is great for your skin. It'll help it just, and it's really just good for having longevity. Longevity, healthy, happy life. Normally I would drink this whole bottle, or this, maybe not this whole glass, but what this was filled up to, a good glass of water. And I'd also take my longevity with food, which I will have soon. So just a little tidbit for y'all newbies. Make sure you eat your longevity capsule with food and also a full glass of water. So at least 8 to 10 ounces is what's recommended. I'll be fine. I got a toilet near me if needed. Inner Beauty Collagen. You guys, if you're, yes, it is gonna reduce appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. You'll see results in 3 weeks. That's awesome. The hyaluronic acid, the tapioca fibers, the zinc, these are just so amazing for your gut health. I noticed my bowel movements were more solid and consistent with adding this. Okay. And it's also going to help your skin. There's a skin gut, or it's a gut skin axis is how it's called. Gut skin axis is what the scientific term is. Sure, if you said skin gut axis, you can still pick it up if you want to do some more research, which I highly recommend. You guys can tell I'm a researcher, right? So, but this is just so amazing. It's going to be a 25-day supply. You can take this every day until it runs out, right? With anyone who's going to add this to your order and start using it, do a before and an after in 21 days. Like before and then after 21 days. So on your 22nd day, I have mine. There's a whole story behind it, but moving on. Anyone who's live, we can chat about it, right? Remember I talked about how water is depleted of magnesium these days and how important magnesium is? There's over 300 functions in the body. Mega-Cal. Mega-Cal, this actually kind of tastes like a lemonade. It literally does. Actually, 2 of my members are like, oh, it's kind of like a lemonade. But it's good for you. It has magnesium and calcium. So it's really going to help your nervous system. So for me, anytime my muscles start cramping, like a Charlie horse, I'm like, uh-oh, that to me is, I know that my body needs magnesium and calcium. So it means Mega-Cal. I'll take Mega-Cal, it's gone. Also, that means I need to be consistent with Mega-Cal. That's another thing with supplements. You should really be consistent. Figure out a system. I've done timers on my phone. I've written it down. Create a new daily habit. Get rid of something, put it in. I've been consistent with these 2, and it's amazing. So do both of them, because this will also help with your bowel movements as well. So just as it says on the bottle, it supports bone health, vascular health, and normal nerve function for Mega-Cal. It's for Mega-Cal. And then, of course, it's an excellent source of magnesium and a good source of calcium as well. This will last you guys quite a while. I usually just do 1 a day. It is really dense and it's awesome. I think on the Young Living website, it will tell you the exact amount of days. I don't have that memorized. Some things I do, some things I don't. Super B. For me, Super B is so important. It is really good for a source of vitamin B. And when you have a good source of vitamin B, as in boy, you have a better mood. This is also one of our gift with purchases this month, a free gift with purchase. So it's just awesome. Also, it helps support normal cardiovascular health and a healthy energy. Y'all, if you are tired all of the time, take your vitamin B. Seriously. And it also helps support a positive outlook as well. So that is the supplements that I wanted to talk about, as well as Power Meal. So Power Meal, if you are on the go, which I know I am, make your Power Meal in the morning. You can add your Inner Beauty Collagen and your Ningxia Red and maybe another powder supplement. You can even add Mega Cal if you wanted. Mega Cal, right? Put it all in one, get some water, some almond milk, maybe some fruits in there, some mango or strawberries, maybe both. Blend it all up with some ice. There you go. Beautiful start or lunch, right? Amazing. Also, just to remind some of you, 8, 10, and noon, at least 2 hours apart, 8, 10, and noon, or 8, 10, and 2, with having 2 ounces every 2 hour, or 2 ounces 3 times a day, at least 2 hours apart, you will release weight with this. There's no science, it just works. So, just saying. There is actually, speaking of science, 2 clinical trials that we recently did with the Ningxia Red. I'm sorry, one was with Ningxia Red. We did do 2 clinical trials, but one was with longevity, which actually I think it was the topical one. Longevity, and then Ningxia Red. I'll have to tag that info on the YouTube. But basically, for the Ningxia Red version, it helps you have better sleep and better increased energy. I think that's it. There might be more. You can read it below. Now we have scientific proof. We all already knew. Those of us who've been using it for years. I've been using Young Living since December 2007. So December 2007, probably been on Ningxia Red since 2011. So over 10 years. Yeah. Highly recommend, y'all. Highly recommend. So can you guys see the benefit of adding supplements into your life? Can you see the importance? You guys, our soil isn't the same. Can you see the difference with the Young Living products, right? Can you see joining my team is just so amazing and beautiful. I educate you, Zooms, in person. It's beautiful and amazing, and I look forward to having you join my team. Now, how you do that? There's 3 ways. There's the good way. You're like, hey, I really just want a bottle of Omega Dries. About 50 or 60 bucks. It lasts you quite a while. You can check it out and see. You're gonna pay retail. So actually it'd be 24% more. Maybe it is actually 50 or 60. I can't remember the exact price. We have over 600 products, y'all. On to the next. The better way is to jump all in, grab yourself a starter bundle like the Ningxia Red starter bundle, which will also come with Ningxia Nitro, which is great for your cognitive fitness, so really good for your brain health, as well as extra energy boost. It does have caffeine in it, the Ningxia Nitro. Ningxia Nitro has caffeine. Ningxia Red is all juices and essential oils, caffeine free. Okay, just to get clarity on that. But there's the starter bundle. Great way to get started. Or you can also spend 100 PV. So you can grab like your Ningxia Red, your Power Meal, and maybe the Longevity Vitality. That's at least 100 PD, and voila, you got your good started. You're on your supplement journey, and it's amazing. And you will save 24%. The best way is to grab a number of the items I talked about, jump on a loyalty order. So 2 bottles of Ningxia Red, the Power Meal, the Mega Cal, the Inner Beauty Collagen. Jump on that loyalty order. Super B. There you go. You're set. You have committed to your wellness. You could keep that specific routine on your loyalty order and earn points back to get free products. And your loyalty order, you can also change it up. My loyalty order looks different every month, except for now. If you've watched my other videos, you already know Ningxia Red and Inner Beauty Collagen have stayed consistently because I've run out of both of these, right? So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Those of you watching the replay on YouTube, for any contact info, check out all the info below, and I appreciate you. And I look forward to helping you and your family live a toxic-free life. I'm going to unmute for my beautiful live guests and answer any great questions they have. Thanks again. Bye-bye.